This time, there's no room for second best, so miss a chance of a lifetime. Just give it time to digest. You better get it off your chest.
Good evening, everybody. It is Friday, June 16th. How is everybody doing? It's 6:37 Central Time. Let's kick things right off here with our first trivia question of the night. Who played Batman in Batman Forever? You know the answer? Jump in the comments and feel free to jump on the chat. You know it, so we're going to reveal all the answers at the end of the show. But we appreciate you guys joining us tonight. Lots happened. I didn't get a chance to stream last week, so we had a trip planned, a little family vacation that we went on, a little out-of-state trip. So we try to do once a year, and we had a great time. Lots of fun stuff for the fam. So let's get into the top box office hits real quick. We've got the movies in a month. For this week, we have number one ranking in the Transformers Rise of the Beast at 61 mil for this past weekend. All right, that's the weekend of June 9th through the 11th, 2023. Looks like we got Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse at 55.5 mil. This is the second weekend. Total gross of 225 mil. Little Mermaid hanging in there, swimming around, still just keep swimming at 23.2 mil. Gross 229.2, of course. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Still heard that's a pretty good one. I'll wait for the VHS on that one. I heard it's pretty good. 7.2 mil this past weekend. 335.6 million. And Boogeyman. Whatever that is, guys. We got that at 7.2 million with a growth of 25 in its second week. Fast X still rocking out there, and of course, look, my Super Mario Brothers movie is still on there. Still loving that movie. That's still my top movie currently. We got most popular games being played on Twitch right now. We've got number one is, I guess how you pronounce that, Dota 2, with the publisher Valve. We've got number two, Apex Legends, Electronic Arts. Number three, The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. I hear that's really great. That's obviously Nintendo. Nintendo does everything amazing. And let's go with just number four here, World of Warcraft. Man, that one's been around for quite a while. Still rocking it. We got Blizzard Entertainment makes that one. So, anyways, hope you guys are having a good time. This is the social happy hour, virtual social hour. And today I'm sipping on a little bit of Pacifico. Nice little light Mexican beer. Really like the lightness with a few limes in there. Clara. Let's see if I can pronounce this. La Cerveza del Pacifico. 12 ounces of imported beer brewed in Mexico, everybody. Cerveza. Excellent choice here. So, how's your week going? Let's put on some chill music here. We're going to the end of space. Well, now we need to. It's that time, ladies and gentlemen. It is that time. We need to check in with our good friend, Mr. Scream. Does everybody remember that? Everybody, if you know what that, if you know where that's from, let us know in the comments. Anybody jump in the chat yet? I see I got one watcher. Probably my buddy, Trumpet Master, maybe, whoever. My good buddy Nightbot's keeping me company for the. Ooh, oh man, he's dissing me pretty hard over in that chat. Yeah, don't add Nightbot. That's a little rule of thumb there, because if you add Nightbot, he'll get after you. So a couple of things happened since the last time we got a chance to chat here. My buddy Trumpet Master and I decided to go on a few adventures, and I kind of wanted to share a little bit of that with you guys. Just kind of give a little bit of teaser of what we going on. We're trying to do these episodes now where we can go on these little adventures, and I thought I'd share with you a little bit of the teaser. We're before we release, a lot of these things. We want to get a few of them under our belt. So, in case you guys want more, we don't want to have none, sitting there underneath our belt without being able to release them. So I want to share with you guys really quick a little bit of. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, great. So let's do this. Let's do that, and I really hope you guys are able to hear the audio, but let's give this a shot. So here's a little bit of teaser of the Trumpet Master 77 in real life perspective adventures. Hopefully he'll get a chance to join me here in a little bit, and we can talk a little bit about this. But here's a little bit of teaser for you.
Baseball adventures. Yogurt. I hate yogurt. Salud, welcome to Trumpet Master 77 and Real Life Perspective Adventures.
Road trip.
You drink a Red Bull. I normally like to drink Red Bull for the smell of it.
Oh, I love Red Bulls. I like
And it's got to be the OG for me. The OG Red Bull has got to be the one for me.
Yeah.
Yes, they've got some fantastic ones out there that taste delicious. They've got the coconut one. They've got the peach. Oh, that fuzzy peach, baby. It's all about the fuzzy peaches. Oh, man.
We're headed down to, do you know the name of this food truck area?
I don't know the name of the food truck area, but we're going to Leroy and Lewis.
Leroy and Lewis food truck. Barbecue, right? BBQ?
Yeah. BBQ and things.
Love it. It's going to be great.
Ooh, and I'm just going to pause it right there because just want to give you a little bit of taste, let you know that we're going to be doing a little bit of collaborations here with some food and also some on the pop culture side of things, So, anyways, just kind of wanted to share a little bit of that with you guys. Where's my into space? Here we go. There we go. Well, we got somebody joining the chat. Troy V. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for coming out. Appreciate you keeping me company, sir. Let's see. If he has fuzzy peaches, she's probably a Bud Light. Dude, that's funny. That's funny. We went to a baseball game last night. And the only thing, they have like one little concession stand with like decent IPAs and things like that. And everything else has everything Anheuser-Busch, owned. So I have to like stay away from all that stuff. I am officially on the ban. I don't know if you are. Are you on the ban, Troy? Well, of course you are. Of course you are. I remember you telling me. But Troy, I got a question for you. So you remind me, just looking at your profile photo. So there was a show I used to watch, and I still watch it till this day. It's called The Toy Hunter with Jordan Hembrow. You kind of remind me of this guy who owned like a bicycle shop, and he was on the shows, and he also had a bunch of like old toys and stuff like that that he sold to the host of the show. That's not you by chance, would it be? Just saying, because I want to. I don't remember if he was living in Chicago or if it was. Yeah. Let's see. I quit with Bud years before I quit drinking. That was back in 2006. Right on, man. Right on. But yeah, you totally remind me of that guy. Every time I see your profile picture, that's not you, is it? Come on, you can tell me. You can tell me if that was you. It's like $50. There's a great episode where he was selling them. I think he sold them a Fonzarelli pillow, and I think he sold him a unicycle. He was it was the episode with Danny Bonaducci. He was searching for a bunch of stuff for him. No. See, okay, not a person on any media except for these chats. Okay, my friend. Well, you just have one of those faces. Because I talk to my wife always tells me all the time. I run into people on the street and I'm like, that looks like somebody I might have went to school with. Because this is the first time I'm really getting into social media myself, and we don't do Facebook. The last thing we had was MySpace, and we don't really do too much of that. Obviously, we don't do that anymore. But I don't know anything about the people I went to school with in my small town here in Texas. Or there's people that I think that look like celebrities, and I'm like, hey, that kind of looks like so and so, because television can and make people look a little bit different than they really do in reality, But I mean, I just have this real life perspective. Ooh, I said the name of the show. I have this real life perspective when I see people that I pick them. Oh, here we go. What you say? Hey, my radio player on MySpace was rocking. Oh man, radio player. Oh yeah, I guess you could add a bunch of whatever you wanted to, right, to it. Would you just? You got to remind me. It's been a minute since I've done the whole MySpace thing. Were you able to upload your own MP3s to it, or would you just find links to stuff that you can add to it? I don't remember. I don't remember. So what else happened this past week? So this past weekend we went on a little vacation, like I told you. And our last day that we went, my last day of vacation, let's see, I just kept adding songs to it. I think it was from their site. Okay, you could just pull stuff from the MySpace site directly. Okay, it's been a minute. MySpace. You know what I thought? You know what nobody has that I've looked for is remember Tom? Tom was your I guess he was supposedly the owner of MySpace. Remember, he was always your number one, your first friend ever. Anytime you created an account or whatever. But nobody's made a t-shirt with just that picture of him, his profile picture. You remember that? I think that would be a great t-shirt for sitting around doing that. I don't know. Let me know if you agree. I think that would be hilarious. But one of the places I went to on my last day of vacation was this little bitty cool nerd trifecta, or nerd empire, I'll call it, over here in the big city of Austin. It was, let me just share my whole screen here. Let's do that. It was called Austin's Books and Comics. And I just kind of wanted to share with you a little bit of the footage here because it was super cool, because there's 3 different, and they're all affiliated. There's Austin Books and Comics, there's Guzu Gallery, and then there's Outlaw Moon. I just kind of wanted to tease a little bit of the actual, footage here. Let's see if I got anything over here. Here we go. I saw this This is just raw footage before everything's gonna be edited, just so you know. I just love that Jack Nicholson. Hold on, let me see if I can't pause it. How do I pause it? Let's do this. All right, go back. Let's take a look at that Jack Nicholson there. Just, do you remember how iconic that Joker was? And I was talking to my brother about this, and we were talking about the original Batman when those toys came out in 1989. How much harder it was to get a hold of the Joker. Everybody wanted the Joker. Nobody wanted the Batman for some reason. I don't know why the toys, but I just love that Jack Nicholson. You see that, doesn't it just take you back? You see his face. I mean, some of these cool statues. I don't know who made that. I don't know if that's NECA or what, but this is pretty cool, man. So this was at Guzu Gallery. They got this kind of stuff. I don't know what half the stuff is. My kids were with me, and they kept saying, "Oh, try to find shots of these guys, whoever these cats are." But if you're big into, like, you know, Bruce Lee, they had some really cool stuff here with Bruce Lee. I guess that looks like Dragon, maybe the Dragon Bruce Lee. What else is in here? Yeah, all this kind of stuff. I was never big into anime. I don't know much about this stuff. I know Dragon Ball Z a little bit. My brother used to watch Dragon Ball Z. So I learned everything I learned from Dragon Ball Z, I learned from him. Look at these classic guys. I don't know what these are called. I don't know what those are called, but those are pretty cool looking. What is this? Guzu Gallery. Yeah, there you go, right there. Guzu Gallery. And these guys, whoever these two guys are, I don't know. My kids were just like, "Oh, you gotta take a picture of them. You gotta shoot that." Comic collection. Sold him your share. He sold my original X-Men's we had and put it down. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. I mean, the fact that you had so many comics that were worth so much more, you know, that so much that you're able to actually profit from it. Or he was, sounds like. But yeah, dude, so what do you think? So you sold him your share in the 90s. What do you think about that, man? Do you have any regrets? You got any regrets on that? We're the Millers reference. Got any regrets? You wish you would have hold on to them yourselves, or you happy for them, and you always got a place to stay if you need it, you know, because, you know, man, being able to actually do that. I've never been able to do that with anything of vintage that I own. Actually make a profit on something like that. I had so much stuff that I just got rid of because I was like, oh man, we're too old for toys. You know, I had the old Voltron set. Oh, here you go. I kept my sports cards. Okay, I ruined them. Yep, he kept better care of them. Yeah, right on. I wish sports stuff was worth more, because when we were kids, we used to go all the time and buy those big, like, flat boxes full of, I guess it was Tops. Maybe Tops was the brand, where they gave you the piece of bubble gum and everyone, and you know, we used to open it up, and just as a kid, I was like, I don't really know anything about the characters or the players. I just wanted it for the actual bubble gum. You remember that? You remember that? I'm sure you remember that. But my heroes of baseball were Nolan Ryan from the Texas Rangers, and I remember having an actual set. It was some kind of Topps gold set or something, where it was him when he played with the Angels, and then he went to the Astros, and then he went to the Rangers. And that's what I remember about that. And when I was 11, on my 11th birthday, I had my birthday party at my local park across the street from my house in my small town. And somebody got me a Nolan Ryan flip book for his 1000th strikeout. And Can you tell me who his 1,000th strikeout was? If you're a sports fan, I'm not really a big sports fan, but I remember that just because I had that flip book. See, we had a flea market across the street as kids. Every Sunday morning, we'd go buy cards and comics. Perfect. Still got boxes of vintage sports cards. There you go. I mean, you probably got something in there worth something, I bet. I guarantee it. We still have somewhere buried in my parents' okay, so who Nolan Ryan's 1,000th strikeout was against was Ricky Henderson, and from the Oakland A's, and so he was one of my favorites. Ricky Henderson was. I really had I don't know. I think it was partially because that's where he was introduced to me, was his 1,000th strikeout of Nolan Ryan, and then I think later on Ricky Henderson wound up creating a record for the most stolen bases. I think that's what happened, though. It's what he's known for. But he was one of my favorites. But yeah, flea markets, man. I used to, when I was a kid, we went a few times to the flea market, and I just remember buying some kind of weird knockoff toys. I think my brother actually bought a Simpsons. Oh, you know what? I bought a Ren and Stimpy comic book from a flea market one time, and I loved it. And then he got a Simpsons comic book. Pretty sure. Yep. So this Guzoo gallery has like artwork from I don't. There you go. There's a little bit of comic stuff. I don't get all the other stuff. There's a little bit of Batman there. Who else they got? Deadpool looks like. Captain America. Yeah. Oh, this was pretty cool. It was a really good, what you call that, a bust statue of Pinhead. Pretty cool. They got a lot of horror memorabilia in there too, if you're into that kind of stuff. Again, this is the oh, look at you. You got a Ricky flip book off of Shea Stadium when he was with the Mets. I had no idea Ricky was with the C. I only knew him from the A's in the late 90s. Me and a buddy kept razzing him. What? In the 7th inning? Well, there you go. His glove shield. That's too funny, man. See, what a small world. See, you got some great memories there, man, with going to, I'm going to say it's Shea Stadium. Where is Shea Stadium? Is that in Chicago? That's so funny, man. Ricky Henderson. Oh, was he an outfielder, I guess? I don't remember what position he played. That's such a funny story, man. Ricky Henderson flipped you off. That's great. That's too funny. Okay, New York. We went to New York every year to see the Cubs/Mets. Okay. Shea. I don't know. Sorry. Shea. Maybe it's Shea. Maybe it's Shea is in New York. Or it was in, I think they play somewhere new now. Okay. Right on. Cool. Hey. If you missed the first question, I'm gonna leave it up there for a few more seconds for you. Who played Batman in Batman Forever? We're gonna get ready for our second trivia of the night. If you know, leave it in the comments for me, or chat. Because our next question is going to be, what is the name of the movie where Bruce Willis plays a 23rd century New York City cabbie? Awesome movie. What else we got over here? Oh, yeah. Okay, so I had this really great interview. So we're going to move on to show you a little bit of the Austin books and comics. Now you're looking at this place from the street and you're like, okay, it looks like a tiny comic book shop just for this, right? Well, you walk inside and it is not. It is humongous. Let's see if I can get some raw footage showing it. I mean, come on, look how huge that place is. It goes all the way back. They had every kind of, and I did a great interview with this guy over there. Let's see in the comments over here. Sounds like Shay. Okay, cool, thanks. Not a Batman guy, I can't remember. So, okay, fair enough. I really loved. As a kid, I loved the Tim Burton Batman, and that one just has a lot of nostalgia for me. Yep, I'm gonna reveal that Batman one in a little bit. That's your answer for Fifth Element. You're saying for the, what is the name of the movie where Bruce Willis plays a 23rd century New York City cabbie? There you go. But this place was so cool, man. It was, I don't know if you keep up with modern day comics, which I don't, because I heard there's some crazy woke BS going on with comics. I heard like the Joker had a baby. The Joker had a baby. Come on. I don't understand what is with the world today. I don't know how it's just weird, man. That's too weird for me. I'm too old school for that. But check out this huge Hulk that was here, man. This huge Hulk was over there at this Austin Books and Comics. It was so cool. And I know I've seen him before somewhere, but I can't remember where I've seen that statue. Super cool statue of that gigantic Hulk. Very fun. But this guy here, man, this dude was a trip, man. Tell me he's muted. Let's see. Come on. Help me out here. Oh, here you go. Let's hide. Ah, there we go. Okay, we're muted. This dude, man, I thought I talked a lot, but he was a super chill dude. And I was like, man, you look so familiar. So I had to, I'll start with my joke here. So I was able to interview Jack Black, as you can see here. A super cool guy. This guy is a aspiring actor in our local city of Austin, Texas. Really cool dude. Shout out to Brennan for giving me a really great, man. He talked to me for probably a solid 12 to 15 minutes of just telling me, he'd ask one question and he'd just go off on these great tangents. And every once in a while he'd yell out, "Nacho!" He was telling me a lot about the history of Austin's Books and Comics. That place has been around since the 70s, and then how they're affiliated with the other two buildings, the other two businesses. There's Guzu Galleries as well as Outlaw Moon. Really cool stores. But when we got to Outlaw Moon, I'll show you some more of this stuff of a little bit more of Austin Comics. Oh yeah, here, look at this shot. I love this shot right here. Just like going through the aisle, just cruising through it, man. There it is. Boom. Love it. It's a great shot. Love that shot. They had all these cool statues, memorabilia, G.I. Joe's here. And some of the stuff I was such in the moment, I didn't really pay attention. I just filmed it. All these cool Star Wars stuff. Obviously Marvel, got a little DC here. Really cool stuff. And then, of course, my favorite, because I'm obsessed with He-Man and in Masters of the Universe, they had this really dope Skeletor statue. He had to been, man, he had to been a foot tall. He was pretty tall, maybe a foot and a half, including the staff. But yeah, I thought it was so cool. What else? They had these cool stand. Remember the poster racks? I'd always walk through Walmart looking through those, but here you go with these classic stand-ups. And then Invincible. Did you ever see Invincible on Amazon Prime, man? You ever check that one out? I'm not a big fan of like graphic violence or anything like that, but man, that movie tripped me. That show tripped me out. It was crazy first season, but what really captivated me was the voice cast that they picked for that. Man, they had everybody from J.K. Simmons to all these huge great cast. And really, it's a comic book series, a graphic novel, obviously. But if it's one of those cartoon series or animated graphic novel series or whatever you want to call it, where you're sitting there watching, like, okay, the first 50 minutes is just your typical standard. It kind of seems a little hokey, not really hokey, just it's not really that, doesn't seem too like, okay, not too grown up. There's a little bit of adult humor here and things like that. And then all of a sudden the last 10 minutes things just go like freaking Ninja Scroll. Yes, Spencer's poster racks. Spencer's was epic back in well, yeah. Because I remember that, because you'd always they had a few Star Wars posters in there, and then you'd run across the chicks in the bathing suits, right? And you'd always have to look around. Is mom and dad over there? No. Yeah, that's good stuff. Oh yeah, then we went over to Outlaw Moon. This place here. The guy was telling me that the actual sign is just like so old. For sure, man. Absolutely. Outlaw Moon. Yeah, that sign is probably, I think he said about 15 years old. Just over time, it's just killed it. But here you go. This is where I fell in love, because there were so many tools. Of course, right here at the front, they've got all these cool, like Pokemon cards and all these collectible Pokemon cards if you were a big collector, which I was not. But then you kind of round the corner here. Oh, I guess I didn't do a full walk around. So I had to go introduce myself to the manager at front. Here's the front, the desk. He's got this up here at the top. I'll show you here in a minute. They got these really awesome. So in that show, The Toy Hunter, I was telling you about, there was one episode where he found this 70s Adam West Batcave toy playset thing, where all it was kind of like you fold down the cover, and it was like a playset like inside, and then through the side entrance, there's a side entrance for the Batcave to come in, and it had just like this Batcave car that would just sit there, right? It was like in the floorboard. Yeah, it looks like they got all these kind of board games and stuff like that, which is, that's cool. I didn't play a lot of board games, but you move on. How much further I got? Okay, we're halfway through. This is where it started happening. I'm kind of over Star Wars. I'm done with Disney. Yeah, they had some classic Star Wars stuff here, but then we got it over here, and I was like, whoa, pause. We got some old Star Trek figures. We had some cool classic G.I. Joes, and he didn't have any of this stuff like priced out. There was no tags on them, so you almost felt like you had to go through every single one of them and go, how much is this? How much is this? So of course I just let it all just go and didn't even ask. But I had these Willow figurines when I was a kid. I had I don't know if they're figurines or whatever you call them, but they were so cool. I loved these things. I don't know if you remember this stuff, but the tick was my. Oh, there you go. Do I get a shot of it here? It was right there, tight in the corner. I had this dude. It was Mad Mardigan's best friend, the soldier dude. I had this guy, and I think we had, what was his name? General something. I don't know. I forget his name. But yeah, we had a few of those. I think we even had Willow. So fun. It took me back. And even his interview. Man, I am lagging. My music is lagging. Go back here to the Star Wars for you. Oh, that's not the right one. Was it this one? All right. Star Wars. You were saying had all the original Star Wars toys from the 70s and early 80s and G.I. Joes from the 80s. Never thought of collecting them, though. We play with them all the time. And I was exposed to a lot of like horror movies as a kid, unfortunately. So what I would do with my G.I. Joes is I would either like burn them, but like we would make little fires in our backyard and we would like melt them a little bit to where they would be like, kind of deformed, and I'd still play with them and make little monster movies and things out of them. But my dad had a vice, and I would take the vice and I would like pop their heads off with the but I'm telling you way too much. But I was so graphic as a kid. My imagination was running wild, as most kids do. I would pop their head off and then I would put it back on. So I can, in my movies, because the stuff we were exposed to was we should not have been watching it, with people, decapitations and stuff like that. But these, my monster movies that I would make, with my G.I. Joes, they would come and swoop down and then you could, stuff like that. So, but yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. You don't collect them. I mean, toys are meant to be played with, man. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, dude, I was rough. My G.I. Joes would play with the Star Wars figures in football. Okay. Wait. So you'd have my G.I. Joes would play the Star Wars in football. Awesome, man. See, that sounds like a normal way to play with your toys. Not like the sick, twisted stuff I would do with my toys. Yeah, that sounds pretty normal, man. Yeah, that's too funny. Oh, gosh. Hey, man, if you're just joining us, thanks for joining the Real Life Perspective Show. Feel free to join in the chat. Here we go. All right, buddy. All right, John, thanks for joining us, buddy. We've got when you bent the old G.I. Joes over the circular openings. Oh, yeah. Was the perfect size for a single oh, the firecrackers. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, gosh. I was always too scared to mess with black cats because those fuses were so short. They were so short, buddy. I just didn't have time to. Well, I guess like you said, you could stick them in there, and then light them and then run. I guess, or just toss your G.I. Joes. I never thought about that, but I was just too freaking scared to actually play with them like that. But yeah, man, thanks for joining us, bro. Appreciate you. We're hanging out with my buddy Troy V here and Nightbot's up in here, and if there's anyone else in chat, feel free to say hi and join in the conversation. So what we're talking about now is we're visiting on Tuesday. It was my last day of vacation, and so what I did was I took my kiddos down to this place called Austin Books and Comics, and it's right on this little bitty trifecta nerd empire where there's Austin Books and Comics, and then there's Guzu Gallery, And then there is what we're looking at now is this place called Outlaw Moon. If you've never been to this Outlaw Moon, it is pretty freaking cool, man. It is, and I know you're probably local John, so if you ever get a chance, swing by here and check it out. I didn't even see this clip. So what I'm showing is just kind of some raw footage because I'm going to wind up making some episodes out of these footage here. Let's see. Remember the Tick? Obviously, remember the Tick toys. I didn't have any as a kid, but I remember what else? Some Ninja Turtles, Terminator 2. Oh, you know what? And I created a short recently that's going to air. But I wanted to, speaking of Terminator 2, I got this dude here. I don't know if you guys, remember Get to the Chopper. This dude here. So what he does is, you lower his arm and his front pops off, and then you see the exoskeleton. Classic 90s toys. Yeah. And I always have to refresh myself and look at the bottom boot and find out, or wherever, inner thigh. Wow, they always put the copyright stuff in the information in the weirdest spots. But yeah, this guy was made. Yeah, it's on the back of the boot. Made by Kenner. Okay. And he was made in 1992. It's hard to see with these blinds. 1991. This guy was here. So that's my Arnold. That's one of my. You're gonna see a short coming out if you're subscribed to me. Coming from him. But let's start with another. While we're still on this little adventure, let's take a look here. Let's go with our next trivia question of the night. If you're still out there, we've got which 90s movie starring Robin Williams featured a magical board game that comes to life? If you know the answer, leave it in the comments and join in the chat and leave it in there. We're going to reveal all the answers at the end of the show here. Yeah, man, let's continue on. We had some Terminator 2 toys here. Simpsons. You remember Simpsons toys? We had a few of them. I don't remember. I think my brother had Bartman. He was a huge fan of Bartman. He loved Bartman. And so we had a few of those. Let's see what else I'll find here. Just doing some close-ups here. Okay. Let's move on. Oh, here we go. Here's the glass casings of this stuff. Wait, what is this? Oh, I found this guy. This He-Man on a card. He's not unpunched, but he's still I think the dude wanted like $175 for him. And I said, dude, it's a little much. It's a little much. Yep. Troy. We'll see if you're right. Troy is saying Jumanji is his answer. Got a text from my buddy Trumpet. Said he's going to be here soon. So if you're a fan of Trumpet Master 77 like I am, stick around. So that gives me a little bit more motivation to stick around. Let's see. What can we do here? All right. So here's what we're going to do. I need a refill on my beverage. So Troy, if you're still here, thank you, or appreciate you, man. Let me show you a quick little video. And by the time it's done, I should be back. I'm going to show you a little drone demo that I did. So I do video production on the side, obviously, and I do it for a living. And so I want to just kind of give you this something to watch. Basically. So yeah, I just want to kind of give you something to watch really quick while I go get a refill on my Pacifico, which is a great Mexican beer. I'm gonna get me a beer and I'm gonna get me some limes, and then maybe when I get back, my buddy Trumpet will be joining. So hang tight, and we will be right back. Okay, that for whatever reason is lagging. Let's do it again. What a terrible lag. I apologize for that. Sorry, it wasn't as extravagant as I thought it was going to be. I just needed something. I figured I'd just try something new on there and see what's going on. But yeah, so going back to it, we've got let's jump into our third question. Is this a third or fourth? Oh, this will be the fourth question. So our fourth question for my movie trivia for tonight, guys. We've got, what actor played the role of James Bond throughout the 1990s? If you know, leave it in the comments. Thought it looked Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was on my end, it just kept glitching. It was like just showing basically just stills of everything. I wasn't seeing much. I don't know why that is. It must be just the streaming thing. And I'm the only one on the internet right now at the house, so I don't know what is going on. Here, let's try it again. Having PTSD from playing Halo 2 online with my buddies with lag. Was it Halo 2? Or maybe it was just oh, okay, cool. All right. Well, it's glitchy on my end. I have no idea why. It's like showing just like little bitty blips and the music will cut out and everything, man. So I don't know. Well, cool. Well, I'm glad it's working. Let's cool. Rock on, brother. So yeah, the next question I had there was, what actor played the role of James Bond throughout the 1990s? What do you know? What do you know? What do you know about movies? What do you know? Oh, and if you want to chat with Nightbot, just type in @Nightbot in the chat. I don't recommend it because you're going to get slapped. You're going to get slapped by the old Nightbot if you do that. So just be cautious and be aware of that. Some French guy, he says, in the 1990s. Yeah, okay. We'll take that. Let's check in on some more of this footage I got here. Yeah, remember the Shadow? Do you remember who played the Shadow? How about that, Troy V? Remember who played the Shadow in the Shadow movies? Or the movie, I guess. Oh, here you go. Here's your Star Wars, man. This is you. This is all you right here. You said you had all these characters. Look at all of these figures, man. That's a lot, right? These guys have everything there. This was Outlaw Moon, man. This place is so cool. Look at this. Who do we got? I'm not this big of a Star Wars nut. I know Chewbacca. I know Princess Leia, C-3PO, Luke. Now I don't know if that is the telescoping, Luke Skywalker. That's more famous, apparently. You got Obi-Wan Kenobi sitting in the back over there. Oh, is it Greedo or Guido? I don't. I hope I didn't say anything offensive, but is it Guido or Greedo? I don't remember. This guy right here. Who is it, Troy? You had all these guys. I know this guy he's pretty popular right now. What is it? Pigface or golly, Snarkle, or I'm like mixing Star Wars and Pokemon. Yeah, this guy would be a snarkle Pokemon. Okay, we got Greedo. Thank you, Troy. Thanks for confirming that. Greedo, not Guido. Guido is something. What is Guido? Isn't Guido like? Oh, dude, that's like Jersey Shore stuff, right? That's what the Guido is. I don't know what I'm thinking, man. I don't know what I'm talking about. Over here looks like you got some more Princess Leia. Now, is that supposed to be Luke, or is that like another character in the? You never know because they got helmets on, right? Only way to know is if it was on the card, and it would tell you. Is that Han? Maybe when he's in the desert. The only reason why I say that he's next to Leia in Empire Strikes Back. I guess maybe that's how they got him separated out here. You got like the first movie and then the second movie. No, because wasn't this guy wasn't he in the first one? He was the first one. My dad. Okay, let's see. That's Luke in his Hoth Flight battle suit. Okay. Okay. And then, but that's got to be Han, right? Han Solo over here. And then I remember, I'm pretty sure that's the dude he got in a fight with in the first movie, wasn't it? In the bar, and Obi-Wan cut his hand off. That looks just like him. He doesn't like you. I only remember that because my dad used to always quote this. He used to always say, he'd always just randomly go, he doesn't like you. I don't like you either. You just watch yourself. I have the destiny on 12 systems. I'll be careful. You'll be dead. Ooh, trumpet. Hello. He's almost here, guys. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, he says. Okay, we're going to hang in here, buddy, because we're going over some stuff. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Obi-Wan got rid of his arm, and it was sitting there on the floor. And I'm pretty sure that was him. So I thought maybe these were in like movie order, these toys, or chronological, whatever you want to call it. But do you remember this guy? Do you remember this little pig nose guy? Because I don't think he was an actual character in the movies. He just was a toy that was very popular, very rare. Who was this guy? Was Snow Scouts? Snow Scouts, maybe? I don't recognize this one because he looks like the exact same black pilot, from the first movie. I remember this robot. Wasn't he the one? He was either like a bartender, or was he the one that was working on Luke's robot arm in like Return of the Jedi? Something like that. Because I remember Stormtrooper in cold weather gear from Empire. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. But this robot here, this blue guy, wasn't he medic? But yeah, see? I knew it. Okay. Thanks, man. You're giving me some clout here, dude. I got some street cred up on the Star Wars toy. Right on, man. Did you have all these guys? I remember these droids. Obviously, this R2D2. I don't remember this guy's name, but he was in it. Oh, there's the dude. Oh, that's the one of the dudes on the Death Star. Right, and then there's these guys. Return of the Jedi, I'm assuming. I think is where these guys are from. Because they're just the way they're. Oh, maybe Empire. They could be Empire because I think they're in both. In those uniforms. So we had pew pew. I'm trying to find the guy. I'm trying to find the guy who was in Family Guy did that little thing where he's got the little ray gun. I don't know if he's like it's a speed reader maybe, or he's just like pointing it at the spaceship as it's coming into the Ewok village or whatever, that area, that planet. And then I remember this Family Guy did that same spinoff where he's like, pew pew. Love it, man. Freaking love it. Freaking love it. Who is that guy? Oh, look, Lando Calrissian, right? Who's that? That looks like Han. Look, it's like one of the guys on the Death Star. Oh, you know what? These were the guys that one of the pilots in the AT-ATs, right? AT-ATs, all-terrain, armored AT-ATs. That's all I know. Yeah, that guy with the tracking gun or whatever. Yeah, pew pew. I always wonder what he was doing. A tracking gun. What was he tracking? Was he tracking to make sure there was no bad guys on board? What was he tracking? What was he tracking, people? Do you guys know? I don't know. These are little bitty questions that plague my mind when I'm trying to sleep at night. But yeah. Is this doing anything for you, Troy? Any giving you some cool nostalgia? Anybody else out there? Is it giving you? Say hi. I see we got 5 people in the chat. You don't have to be shy. Just join in the chat, man. We're all friends here. This is a safe space. You know. Okay. Can you guys name what the toys these are? In the 90s, I didn't own any of these, but I just thought they were pretty cool. One of the best movies, man. One of the best, and it still holds up. I remember when this came out in the theaters. Oh, we're skipping ahead. Skipping ahead a little bit. Let's go back. Okay. There he is. Dr. Grant? Dr. Grant. Where is he? There you go. Oh, I missed him. Let's go back. There we go. It's Dr. Grant. Dr. Grant. And then what was the hunter's name? Do you guys remember the hunter's name? Because I'm trying to do the line with the old man with the beard. And he says, I was wondering if you would Jeep and go bring back my grandchildren. That's my Jurassic Park impression. Connection is unstable if you're on Wi-Fi. Oh, silliness. Just silliness. Troy, since you're the only one talking to me, how's everything? Is everything glitch? Is there anything glitching over there on your end as far as like the audio? Because I'm getting a low connection here, but let me know. I'm gonna continue on here. We got this is Jurassic Park, man. Don't even know the show. What show? The movie? Okay, cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, Jurassic Park, man. The movie Jurassic Park. I guess they made all this stuff that I didn't even know they had. Obviously, there's Jeff Goldblum. Anything with his sunglasses on has got to be Jeff Goldblum. I don't know the names. That looks like a Velociraptor. This dude, John, what you got? When I was 9 years old, I traveled about 5 miles on the city bus in South Austin by myself to go buy the Alan Grant toy from HEB off William Cannon. Wow. Alan Grant. Really? Is that a fact? On the city bus, man. So you were in search for it? That's why you actually got on the bus? Was to go to HEB to look for it on the toys? Wow. That's pretty impressive. What's the name of this? Is that the Dilophosaurus? Is that the guy? Stick, stupid. Look, get the stick. Remember Newman? Wow. That's pretty cool, John. Wow. 9 years old. By yourself? Were you by yourself? Come on. 9 years old traveling in Austin. Well, I guess back then it was okay. We had less regulations and stuff, so I guess it was a little bit safer back then. But dang, man, I didn't know you were local, man. Like you grew up in this area. That's pretty cool. Alan Grant. Did you have any other ones? Did you have any other toys? Troy says, "Oh yeah, it's Jurassic Park. Didn't even know they had toys for that, dude. In the '90s, this was the thing, man. This was it. When that movie came out, and there's a huge toy following for these people. Yeah, Jurassic Park's been around for a while. The toys, and watching that show, The Toy Hunter, he goes and finds this mecca of these people, this dad and brother who have this huge collection, and they have every Jurassic Park toy known to man, and except for the one, and he finds these prototypes that were pretty cool, that were pretty awesome. Yes, I've seen it on a visit with my parents and went back alone to get the toy. Wow, look at you. Okay, so you saw it when you were over there at HEB, and then you came back and said, you know what? I'm getting on that bus. I'm going to get that toy. I don't care how or when, but I am going to get it. I was 6, taking the city bus to school off South Congress. Dude, you're legit, man. You talk about street cred. You got the street cred, man, because you were in SoCo. I mean, South Congress, man. These idiots calling it SoCo. It's South Congress, man. You're right. Wow, 6 years old, taking the city bus. I never even took the dang school bus, man. To school of South Congress. That's amazing, man. I had a huge rubberized T-Rex, yep, that came with the cadge you could eat. What's a cadge? You gotta educate me on that one, man. I don't know what cadge is. What is a cadge? Rubber T-Rex. Yeah, I remember the rubber T-Rex. Did it? It must not have been that one, but I remember in the commercial that they showed, that he was biting other dinosaurs, and you could take off pieces of their flesh, right? That kind of thing. Oh, cage. Okay. We'll jump ahead here. I'll come back to you real quick. Cage. Okay. My phone. Yeah, I'm with you. I was already in my 20s in the 90s. My action figure buying days ended like 83, 84-ish. Fair enough, man. I get it. Mine ended when I was around 18, 19 years old as well. And I guess I went back, I even had kids too. And you know, I was going through this phase where I'm like, man, we don't have any room for toys at the house. So we just said, Mom and Dad, just sell them at a garage sale or give them to Goodwill. I don't care. We had, like I was telling you earlier, we had the old Voltron set where you connected all of them together to create Voltron, even the action figures. I had a Teddy Ruxpin. I had to go back and buy that stuff off of eBay. Even this, the Castle Grayskull and the Snake Mountain that you see here, man, I had to go back and just buy it all over again, even though I had all of it, man. Ugh, but that's okay. Life's about, that's just how game chasing go. John said, yep, I got your auto speak there. Unfortunately, I get you, bro. Action figures that was inside the tiny cage. Okay. I'm with you. I got you. Let me find another clip here. Oh, well, actually, that's a pretty long clip. Let's see what else we find here in the Jurassic Park era. Wow, so you had some Jurassic Park toys, John. Okay. Oh, so okay, I skipped down here. So my son wound up picking up, he wanted a Ninja Turtle toy. All these guys were ridiculously priced, unfortunately. I think he wanted like $75 or over $100 for this Viking turtle. He said that this turtle was like, oh, it's so rare that you can't find it anywhere. I don't know. But there's You guys remember this one, right? From Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie part Dos. You might remember. Yeah, yeah. What you got? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna let it roll. I don't know, dude. I never saw this moose, dude, in the toys. I still have this rock guy in the back. I still have him. And I don't have. I'm not gonna say his name. I want to hear you guys say it. Come on, you got it. Who's got it? Who's got the name? Somebody's got it. I had to look up this toad in the back. Well, he's a frog technically, but he looks like a toad to me. His name is something Bonaparte. Bonafrog. Bonafrog? Toad Bonafrog. Shoot, I don't even know anymore. It's something Bonafrog, like Napoleon Bonaparte, but it's like Bonafrog or Bonaparte, something like that. I never had this moose dude. I don't know who that is. The rock guy, I don't know his name, but I still got him sitting in the toy box over there. I'll probably do a short on him one of these days. This guy, this ninja samurai. Does anybody remember this guy? I've got a little story with this guy. I got a love-hate relationship with this little bugger. And I'll tell you why. When I first got him, straight off the card, my mom had these scissors and I had to open it. Because you remember how the weapons that they came with, they came on that little bitty, I don't know what you call it. It was a little bitty plastic rectangle. And you had to I guess I wasn't strong enough to pull them off. So I grabbed some scissors. Well, when I grabbed that scissors, I was so excited. I just got so excited that I started I went up slicing my finger open because of that dude right there. Oh my gosh. I couldn't believe it. Yeah. So, but I had that dude too. He was a cool samurai toy. John, do you have any? And Troy, did y'all have any Ninja Turtle toys? Huh? Did you have any Ninja Turtle toys? Let me know. Nightbot works on this one, but let's check it out. We had I think I had the frog. I had the frog. Of course, I didn't have the accessories. So when I say I had them, I think I just kind of acquired some of them. Some of them from like friends are like, oh, I'll trade you this for this. And I just had some loose figures without their accessories. Look, he's got he's got that kind of stuff. Like sunglasses and shield and some. It looks like, hey, John, you would know this. This looks like kind of a drill of some kind of a flathead drill. I don't know why a frog would need a drill. A flathead drill or a jackhammer drill. I don't know what you call that thing. Kind of looks like it. Isn't that funny? That's hilarious. Troy, nope. Had some of the original comics, black and white. Oh, dude, have you seen the? Obviously, have you seen the Netflix, the Toys I Made Us? Have you seen that? That's the only reason why I know about the history of the black and white comics. Wasn't there only one black and white comic? Was there more than one? I had no idea there was more. I thought there was just the one issue that came out, and then they decided to change them into color because they all had the same color mask on or something like that. Kevin Eastman, nope, had some of the original comics black and white. Bebop, Rocksteady, still great. So if you haven't gone back and rewatched the television series, it holds up really, really well. Thought the first few were black and white, then they became a cult fan thing. You're probably right. You probably know more about the comics than I do because I'm not a big comic book guy. But yeah, I didn't know they were. I just knew the first one. I just from based off of that documentary on Netflix, the Toys That Made Us. So really great. If you haven't seen it, man, it's a really great documentary. All the stuff on there are the Toys That Made Us. Let me know if you've seen it. I had Shredder growing up. That was a fun one. And the story behind him was that the reason why he's crouched over is because he was too tall to put on the card. He wouldn't fit. So they had to crouch him over in like this ninja position, you know. And I'm pretty sure the guy who sculpted him was the same dude who made He-Man. Here's some of these. Dude, they had so many. I didn't even know they had a basketball turtles. Basketball turtles, Rockstar football. Come on, man. What in the world is that? Is that a skater? What is that on his nose? Is that a razor blade? I don't know what these guys are. Look at April. Is that like a cave girl, April O'Neil, doing a dodge a bullet Matrix style? Oh, yeah, I do remember the trolls. I remember the trolls. Look at this parachute guy. That's pretty awesome. Oh, he's a band. He's a rock star. Look at Raphael playing the drums. Those are drumsticks, right? He looks like a rocker, like an 80s striped pants. That's hilarious, man. This is so cool. That's why I loved going to this store, man, because there's so much there that never knew existed. Oh, these are pretty cool. Just saw that cool Logan Wolverine character toy there. It's pretty awesome. What else? Secret Wars. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm not going to say anything. Do you know what these toys were? Anybody out there? Let me know. Do you know? I'm gonna give you guys 15 seconds. 1. Oh man, I remember loving this movie. I still haven't watched it as a grown-up. I don't know. Dude, that's so great. They had such a great cast in there too. I had a few of those. Oh, I'm going backward. Let me go back. Come on, what you got? Anybody? Nobody? All right. Oh yeah, there you go. Check out the brain on Brad. All right, Troy. That is a correct answer. That is a correct answer, man. Dick Tracy. These are the Dick Tracy action figures, man. I had you got Al Pacino. There were some big names in there, some older actors that I never even heard of. That were in this movie. Really cool toy line. I don't think it did well, but I had a few. What was his name? William Forsythe, maybe? Played Flathead. Was it Flathead? I think Flathead was his name. The Flathead guy. Yeah. Exactly. There you go. Exactly. The Flathead guy gave it away. Yeah, that was really cool, man. If you peek back in the back there, I can see a little bit of the Batman animated series. That was a fantastic series because it was basically right after Tim Burton, and the music and everything was right on par with the 1989 Batman. So that was a great series. But yeah, Dick Tracy, that was do you remember watching the movie? Did you ever see the movie, Troy? With the... What was that actor's name? Warren Beatty. Warren Beatty would be that guy's name. Check out these old Transformers, man. It's pretty cool. I don't know the name of the Triceratops. Is that a Brontosaurus? Brachiosaurus? Those are pretty cool. I don't know what that was. Oh, I thought this was hilarious. Oh, Dick Tracy? Oh, I seriously doubt it holds up to this day. But we all remember this guy, right? Really? I had no idea there was a comic strip here, man. Never knew there was a comic strip of Dick Tracy. Check out the Smurfs, man. You know what I thought was funny was that in the middle of it, you got Dr. Manhattan. I just thought that was great. I thought that was so great. That was too funny. Dr. Manhattan in the middle of the Smurf village. How about that? What else I got here? Some more Simpson stuff. You know, I didn't have any of this, but I just thought they were cool. They were just a random, you know, super different Yeah, they were cool. My brother had a huge Bartman poster. He probably still has it. Look at these glasses. Remember these glasses? You know, Superman, Aquaman. Was that Bedrock? Okay, these are Flintstones. Flintstones was a great show. I used to love watching Flintstones every morning before we go to school. Flintstones would be on, and then Gilligan's Island, I think, would be next after that. Before I went to school, we carpooled with our neighbors behind us, and they'd always have the TV on every morning. It never failed. The end of the Flintstones movie. This guy was super cool. Shout out to Iffy Wizardry. That's his. I'm getting some text messages here. Let's see. Nothing's coming through, bro. I got 3 texts from you, but hey, I see your lips moving, but I can't make out the words. There's nothing there, bro. I don't know why they're not coming through. Yeah, this dude was super cool. He had the best tagline at the end too of the interview too. He was this guy's been there for I think 19 years. This is pretty impressive, man. Pretty impressive. But yeah, he had the best tagline at the end because I was like, oh, say something like, oh, we got everything here from the 70s and blah blah, blah 80s up on the yada yada yada. And he goes, come swing by Outlaw Moon, and I swear you'll say, I had that. I mean, talk about a great tagline. He was telling me that he said, oh, I got this item here. I forget what he called it, but he said this was like from the 50s or something like that. I think is what he said. It was like the 50s. I don't know. The only closest thing I know to the 50s was like the Great Garloo, and that's just from watching that show, The Toy Hunter, that I watched. I don't remember what he said this was, but I'll bring it up in the interview on the episode whenever I put all this together. What else we got? Oh, here you go. Some old Power Ranger stuff. I had loved Power Rangers, the original with the Dragon Zord. I mean, the White Tiger. I forgot about that because he turned it. That's right. The Green Ranger turned into the White Ranger eventually. What else we got here? There's all kinds of stuff in here. Oh, here you go. This is what I was talking about earlier. The Bat Cave. Doll figures not included. They still call them doll figures. I don't know why they just call them action figures. Makes it. Remember that 70s show? He's like, they're action figures. Quit playing with dolls, son. That's the dude from RoboCop, the dad in that 70s show. We've got. Yeah, so in the Toy Hunter he found this, and it's really cool because it just like folds down, and you have your whole world of the Bat Cave. You know, I just thought it was cool. I grew up watching back when it was called the Family Channel. I don't know what it's called nowadays, but we used to watch Adam West a lot, reruns obviously, and whenever I saw this, I just thought it was cool. I just thought it was neat because they don't make toys like this anymore. They don't make nothing like that. But yeah, this was the thing I was telling you earlier from that show, the Toy Hunter. Really cool stuff. So if you guys are having a good time, I'm glad you guys are sticking around here. I appreciate it very much. I'm still trying to hang in there for a few more minutes. Make sure. So I'm going to be doing a late night show at 10:30 on Twitch, and that's twitch.tv at 10:30, twitch.tv/real life perspective. Let me just pull it up real quick, that way you guys can just see it, because I know you guys like nostalgia and stuff like that. One of the shows that I used to love watching as a kiddo was obviously Are You Afraid of the Dark? Let me pull up my real quick. There you go. All right, let's share that. Here we go. Boom. So, real life perspective. Yeah. Can't even talk. Real life perspective, guys. Right here. So, let's check out This was my first one that I did like 2 weeks ago, and then I saved it as a replay because if I can't make Friday nights, I'm going to do a replay at 6:30. That way you can at least watch something. And I think premieres, you're allowed to chat if you want to join the chat. If there's more people in there, so you can always join in there, man. So I hope you guys get to do that. But yeah, it's a real life perspective over it. I'm going to be doing that late night show. I'm kind of give you a little. We were celebrating hitting 100 subscribers. But yeah, check this out. What is this? What in the world? Oh, I forgot what I was doing. But yeah, this is a little bit of a teaser of the last one that I did. You gotta be there 10:30 sharp. So you can't, using StreamYard, you can't do you can't pre-schedule things on Twitch. You have to just go live. So if you haven't subscribed to me over on Twitch, go ahead and do that, like ASAP. If you're interested, if you want to, like I said, eventually, if people get bored with the Are You Afraid of the Dark, I just like it because it's late at night. That was the best part about being a kid. It was like late at night. Well, I say late at night, 8:30 for me as a child. We would watch this stuff. The commercials would come on, and then right before you knew after Ren and Stimpy, that this was, coming up. So you had all these nice, colorful, fun commercials, and you start to get that anxiety and that scary feeling and those, goosebumps of, okay, when's that scary music going to start? Or when the boat in the middle of that little lake. Was it a lake? I guess it was a lake. So yeah. You guys tune in tonight, man, for sure. We're gonna watch another episode. It's gonna be a great time. Having said that, let's get another trivia question. What actor played? Wait, we already did that one. What actor played the James Bonds throughout the 1990s? John, you have not answered any of our. I'm gonna go through them really quick again since you're still here. We've got who played Batman in Batman Forever. If you know it, leave it in the comments. Our next question, Batman Forever. Okay. Give that settle in for a second there. Our next question was, what was the name of the movie where Bruce Willis plays a 23rd century New York City cabbie? Question number 3. Which 90s movie starring Robin Williams featured a magical board that comes to life? Question number 4. Like and subscribe if you're having fun. Oh, dad joke time. Okay, I got you. Now, question number 4 was, what actor played the role of James Bond throughout the 1990s? And then let's do this one. I'm doing this just in case there are some people who like chick flicks, in which me and my wife, we love watching this movie every time the Christmas comes around, the holidays. It's a great movie. What female co-starred beside Cameron Diaz in Nancy Meyers' The Holiday? Great movie featuring Jude Law, Cameron Diaz, Jack Black, and the answer to this question, if you know it, leave it in the comments. John's already answering for me. John says, Val Kilmer. That's his answer. We got Jumanji. And then we've got Pierce Brosnan. Ooh, good answers. Good answers. All good answers. You got that last one? What female co-starred? Hey, stop Googling. I hear you Googling. I can hear you Googling. You got to quit it right now. Just roll back your index, your mental index. You can do it. I believe in you. Just messing with you, buddy. John, since you just joined us here, I'm going to show you a quick little teaser of me and my buddy Trumpet, who's may or may not be joining us pretty quick here. We're doing a show. We're doing an episode series where we're trying to go out and have a good time. and find all these. He's a big barbecue guy. If you like barbecues, he's the dude for you, because but you know what? Let me just give him some shout outs real quick before we get into that. 1 second. Let me pull up his YouTube account just so I can give him a quick little shout out. We did on the last live stream, and I'm going to do it again because he is a one swell dude. There we go. All right. Let's check this out. So let's present. There we go. Perfect. So this is Trumpet Master 77. If you're into barbecue, man, this dude's got it all. He's got it going on. If you're into all this stuff, if there's a huge barbecue community, he's a great friend of mine. We met just by a spare chance, just random how the universe works. But yeah, he's into all this stuff, man. He's sponsored and got does all these great rubs and pellets. I left a comment on him saying every time I see those pellets, man, it always reminds me of whenever I had pet rabbits growing up. If you ever had pet rabbits, what you would feed them was pellets. I mean, that's what we fed them growing up. So anytime he does those pellets, that's what I can think of as rabbits. I see hopping around. But yeah, man, he's got a lot of great stuff. He's got merch. Oh, look at this! This is just the season, and it looks like before. Let's skip forward to like the end products here. Look at him checking the temps. See, this dude's professional. This guy knows what he's doing. Look at that. Look at that. Are you hungry yet? Are you hungry yet? Are you not entertained? Is this what you came for? Look at this. Look at this stuff, man. I mean, I would love to be able to cook stuff like that. I don't have the green thumb for it, man. I just do not have the green thumb for it. But yeah, he's got a great channel. Make sure you go subscribe to him and check him out over on @TrumpetMaster77 on YouTube. He's also on Instagram. He's got all kinds of fun stuff. Let's go to his about. Let's check him out. Yep, he's got IG. His IG is pretty dope. He's got some pretty cool stuff over there. Oh, speaking of Instagram, you know what? I guess I should plug my stuff too, I guess, while I'm here. I just started a new Instagram. If you're interested, go check out the Real Life Perspective Show. I just started one like 2 weeks ago, and I'm loving it. So you know how the algorithms work and all that stuff. But yeah, make sure you go check out. I got all kinds of stuff on here. I do like shorts and all kinds of fun stuff on here. Best game combo ever. If you subscribe to me on YouTube, yeah, I basically just take the shorts and I put them up on there for reels, just to kind of support both channels. Just trying to get some stuff going on. What else? What else we got? Oh yeah, you remember this guy? You guys remember this? You remember Thundercats? Anybody remember Thundercats? I had to put a little effect on there, a little old school VHS play. And the SP, I don't remember. I'll have to Google it what SP stood for whenever on the VHSs. You guys remember that? What else we got? Oh yeah, this was me teasing a photo I took of Austin. Thanks Brendan and Brandon for the great interviews. So we're gonna put together an episode for that and have a great time. So the reveal. Those of you who have been following me, I've been telling you I purchased a new item for my backdrop here in the back here. So I purchased a new item for my collection, and I've been kind of teasing it on the last few days of where'd it go? Where'd you go? Twitch. Really? Really? Okay. Sorry about that. I really hope I've been. You guys have been staring at the about screen for the last 4 minutes. What a goober. What a goober, this guy. What I was saying was that this is my Instagram, the Real Life Perspective Show. Sum up. Shut up. Rewind. Okay, there you go. Rewound. Reset. Go. All right. The Real Life Perspective Show on Instagram. I'll let you guys know whenever I'm doing live streams and stuff like that. I'll post a little flyer over here. All that good stuff, all kinds of fun stuff, movie trivia, this kind of stuff. These were the same as the shorts. I'll be downloading those and putting them on there. Thundercats, yada, yada, yada. We've been through that. What else? Okay, so teasing you a little bit. I picked up a new item this week. It came in the mail, and I'm teasing you here a little bit. What can I add to my backdrop over here? Here's a quick photo of it. Does anybody know? Do you know what this is just by looking at this photo? No? Nothing yet? Okay. I'm going to give you a hint, the second hint and the final hint. There you go, guys. So we've got this going on right here. Does anybody know what it is? Anybody? Bueller? Simone? Fry. It's my Ben Stein impression. Okay, now it's time for the reveal, ladies and gentlemen. This is the latest addition to my collection. I was trying to hold off for trumpet, but I don't think it's going to happen, man. So, I love you, man, but I got to do the reveal. So, let's go back to full screen. Dude. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Who is it? Does anybody know who this is? Tell me. Who is it? Do you know? Are you an 80s kid? I never had this as a kid. I never played with it, but I just thought it'd be a kick-ass backdrop for this guy. Who is it? Me and my buddy, and he has the battery cover. He's got the battery cover. Everybody on eBay is like, also, I'll tell you without the battery cover, but then I'll charge you an extra $50 just for the battery cover. Nerds. So, who is it? Anybody? You might know. This is my new friend. Yes. Let's see. This is the Nintendo robot. Does anybody know what he's called? Troy, come on, man. This is your kid, just your childhood. All right, I'm just going to tell you. This is my new NES Rob the Robot. This is Rob the Robot. And if you don't know who Rob the Robot is, let's just take a gander. There's a great YouTube video of actually somebody who uses them. I never had this. Rob the Robot, Nintendo gameplay. There we go. Oh, we're cooking with whatever they say. Let's get through this ad here, and I'll show you guys a quick little. Yeah, here we go. So let's stop that. Let's present. There we go. Phase 40, it says. This is what Rob the Robot actually did. So, if you ever wondered why is it cut off on the side? There we go. So, this is what he did. I guess he just kind of hooked up to the NES controller. And you're playing this game. Let's just watch. And have a good time, everybody. It's got those spinning discs. And it looks like he's going to. Is he gonna? What's he gonna do? Okay, he dropped it on that dude. And apparently, this one I bought does work. Apparently, he does work. But I just want him as a backdrop. So I'm going to set him up while you guys watch this real quick. Well, you know what? Here, let's get some of that sound action. Can you guys hear the sound? Hear the sound. Yeah, dude, I feel you. I was way too poor back then. I for sure. Is that audio coming through on you guys in the back sound for the actual game? You guys hear it? Just a sound, man. Cracks me up. He's kind of your helper. Love it, man. Love it. So, yeah, that was my big reveal for the night, guys. So that was what I've been kind of teasing all week long on my Instagram and everything. So I just kind of wanted to share that a little bit. That's my latest edition of my collection there. And I love it. I love it. I love my robot, my Rob the Robot. So let's go through these answers, ladies and gentlemen, for the final quiz of the night. Okay, going back to who Batman played in Batman Forever. Mr. John, you're correct, sir. The answer is Val Kilmer. That is accurate. Question number 2. What is the name of the movie where Bruce Willis plays a 23rd century New York City cabbie? And I think both of you guys, Troy and John, got this one. The Fifth Element. Great answers. Great movie. Still holds up to this day. Really like that one. You got a favorite line from that movie? Let me know. Which 90s movie starring Robin Williams featured a magical board game that comes to life? Obviously, Jumanji. Great flick. That one still holds up to this day, too. Anything Robin Williams. I can't say I've never seen a movie that I've rewatched with Robin Williams that I didn't really like. Question number 4. What actor played the role of James Bond throughout the 1990s? John, you got this one correct. This is Pierce Brosnan. Yeah, he's a British dude. He's for sure. He's an English dude. I don't think he's French. Sorry, Troy. I don't think he's French. But close, very close. Very close. And our final question was, what female co-star beside Cameron Diaz in Nancy Meyer's The Holiday? The answer is, she was also in Titanic, Kate Winslet. Great chick flick for around the Christmas time. If you want to check it out, it's really great. Really highly recommend it. But I want to thank you guys. What you got? Yeah, I know. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Thanks everybody for joining us tonight. I really appreciate the support. This was a lot of fun. I love the interactions with the chat. That's what keeps me going, man. So I hope you guys can join me for if you're bored tonight, come swing by the Twitch. You know what? Let me drop that in the. Yeah, I can just do that, right? Let me just do that. I always forget that we have technology. There's my link. There's my link in the chat there. Feel free to copy it, whatever. Or just Google me. You can also go to the About on my YouTube page and click the link there to subscribe, and you'll see whenever I go live tonight at 10:30. But let's watch Are You Afraid of the Dark, man? Yeah, man. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Troy. Thanks for sticking around, for keeping me company, my friend. And thank you, John, for jumping in there, man. This has been a lot of fun. And I've got to say to everyone, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you like, and we'll see you. Stick around for the Real Life Perspective late night show, and we will catch you guys later. And this has been my Real Life Perspective. Peace out, fellas. Later.
Well, I hang my head on the New York City rooftop party, letting go of the skinny. We're gonna dance all night so the streets looking pretty.